So Blair, you've been on for 25 minutes. How you feeling?
I feel great. I really do. I can't wait to. It just feels it's exciting. I love it. It doesn't hurt, and I do feel good.
So what EmSculpt is the first device that essentially is reducing fat and building muscle at the same time. And it's using an energy source called electromagnetic energy. That's a harmless energy. An example of another device that uses that energy is MRI. So it's a device that non-invasively is going to sit on top of the muscle, either the abdomen or the buttock to start. And it's causing contractions. We call them submaximal contractions, causing contractions of those muscles, thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of times. So it's the equivalent of doing about 20,000 sit-ups or 20,000 squats in a half an hour. So the expectation over the next few weeks to a few months is actually building a muscle as well as reducing fat. In the buttock, we're really trying more to build muscle. We're not trying to reduce fat. And the machine is able to be set in a way to tell it not to reduce fat. A lot of women over the last couple of years have equated a bigger butt with a more toned or a higher butt, and that really isn't the case. Most women want a higher butt, a butt lift, not a larger butt, but when they come in, they're asking for augmentation, meaning a larger butt. That's not really what they want. You look at pictures and you ask them, they'll point to a picture of a woman with a more athletic butt, a toned butt, a higher butt.
Right.
And not necessarily a larger butt. So those days of creating these artificially large butts, I think are slowly going to fade. And I just did a trip myself, and it just feels like you've done a workout, but not painful. It's an interesting feeling, and as you do it over the half hour, you get more and more used to it. But I'm ready for my next area.
I'm ready.
Questions about the process?
How long does the process take?
So this is a half an hour, and it's basically done twice a week for 2 weeks. And those twice a week, we want to separate by at least a day. And then we want you to continue to exercise. We want you to continue to eat well and to have a good lifestyle to complement what we're doing with the machine.
And do you anticipate feeling sore later?
It feels like you've done a workout. But it's not anything that requires downtime in any way. But it is something that you feel like you've exercised.
That's great, because I often, with my butt, it's very hard to target the areas that need targeting on my butt.
Yeah.
What I do a lot of is, as I said, I soul cycle. I'm one to do kind of squats around the house, lunges, to always target this area. I mean, my stomach could use some toning as well, but it's certainly not in a position like my butt, because that just seems to I engage my core more often, doing yoga, doing all of the basic life, etc. But my butt, the exercises that I ever do, I've never seen anything. Oh, I've also tried bar, I've tried Pilates, reformer. I think I've tried pretty much everything, but I've never seen a difference. Well, I just can't imagine. I've never done any sort of machine that's jostled me around, and certainly not in this kind of targeted area. I guess it would feel like, it reminds me, I've never done it, but in the 50s, how they had those like little machines that would just like, people thought they were, yeah, the belt. Yeah. It's an effective belt. Yeah.
It's so hard this is Tesla technology. So this is an MRI field, electromagnetic.